Hello guys and ghouls, I am back to my channel with a review of Skulltimate Secret's Frankenstein. This is the first generation 3 doll I thought was worth buying because most of the new designs and quality have been somewhat disappointing, especially to someone who has loved Monster High dolls since 2010. Stay tuned until the very end for some serious doll chat about generation 3. For now, Frankie's packaging is very simple, but the new illustrative style is just beautiful. I also like that this series is called Fearidescent. And the other ghouls, of course, look so glamorous in this art style. And the locker has this starry crystallized door that reminds me a bit of Bjork's theme. And inside is Frankie. I have no idea how this happened, but some of their hair has fallen out and is just floating by their shoes. Hopefully it's just a bit of shedding and Frankie still has a full head of hair in there. Okay, so it's not too bad, but it needs a lot of styling. There's no gel, so I can forgive that since they have such a beautiful face. I mean, the makeup has an icy shimmer to it, even Frankie's piercing is metallic. I brought out a Generation 1 Frankie with eccentric makeup just for a quick comparison, and they're so pretty in completely different ways. I can't decide on which face sculpt I like more. Onto the outfit. I love this collared shirt's pattern, but I wish it went into the metallic skirt instead of being cropped. Frankie's shoes are electric. I love the fading from blue to gray and the bolt heels. And of course, Frankie swapped out their gray leg for a translucent, shiny one. So cool. Reminds me of Vandella from the Haunted movie, and I had always wanted them to redo that design on a character who had it but was actually a main character, because we only got one Vandella doll. Now that Frankie's out of the locker, let's have a look at the coffin's interior. There's very detailed artwork, and I like that it's personalized to the character. Now for the fun part, finding out which door we're meant to open first by submerging the color-changing skeleton key. Looks like just leaving it in isn't enough, so let's stir the soup. It's getting shinier by the second, and the water has spoken. Door number 1 it is. Behind each door is a bag with some accessories. They're the same for every Frankie in this line, so don't worry. The only mystery is what order you'll open them in. The first one is squishy, so it must be clothing. Ooh, here's a shawl or scarf that's very soft with this black and white pattern on the other side. There's also a plaid mini skirt and plastic looking top with bolts that I'm not a big fan of, but we'll still try on Frankie with all the other clothes once everything's out. The next key is light blue, and I think it's for this door. This bag is bigger because inside is another key, of course, a silver necklace with a choker attached, this amazing spiked headband, love that, and a set of earrings that say Zap and Zip. 2 down, 2 to go. Here's everything unlocked so far, and key 3, which refuses to change color unless my fingers also change color. So without further ado, let's open the last blue door. First, we have a key ring. If it wasn't plastic, I'd use it for my keys because this is so cool. And here's the final key. There's also a pair of platform boots. I like the shimmery theme, but these would look so much better if they were just black. Last but not least, the sparkly door. In the final bag is a very cool bolt-shaped bag that opens, and inside Frankie can keep ice cream, or maybe this makeup case instead, and the brush that comes with it. In addition to the locker, doll, and keys, here's everything included. It's a very fair amount for $30, but I think they should come with stands, or at least Mattel should sell them separately, because even non-collectors like their dolls not falling over as they play, don't they? Here's Frankie in the second outfit with the first shirt. The skirt is a bit small on them, but overall it's a good look. Okay, so I'm going to customize Frankie a tiny bit and show you some different outfits on them now. Here's the first look. I boil washed and trimmed their hair, so it's looking much healthier. Didn't have a hard time with it at all. I also thinned the brows using an acetone dipped Q-tip, and I repainted their lips to be a smoother metallic silver and drew on a second scar just for fun. I love that as part of Frankie's style. I miss their bolts. My favorite pieces are the headband and skirts, so I added these shirts from a Mystics doll and Invisibily's watch and Bratzilla's shoes to match. Really Frankenstein's creation. The second outfit is more blue and glamorous. Frankie's rocking the shawl as a vest and the wrap-up boots. Very pretty, but I want something different, so for the final outfit, I slipped Frankie back into the silver top, paired it with Ever After High Dexter's pants, of all things, which have a nice loose fit, and decided to keep the platforms. I know it's very gray and simple, totally not what they had in mind with these fluorescent dolls, but it looks exactly like what a high schooler would wear to the mall, and I think Frankie would really like it. Which look do you like most? Lovely as this doll is, my main complaint against Gen 3's fashion is that the patterns and colors vary from character to character, but the clothes themselves don't really reflect each character's style. Cleo and Draculora having shawls makes total sense. They like to look glamorous, but Laguna, Frankie, and Claudine were given more sporty and academic styles, so why not give them something that really matches their personal flair? Also, I understand that crop tops and short skirts are popular among teen girls, but does every single doll in every single line really need to have them? It gets repetitive and makes it seem like someone at Mattel thinks that their audience's style is all the same, which is so untrue. In addition to all the styles of Gen 1, just a quick scroll through Pinterest shows you that thousands of people are suddenly interested in cottagecore, dark academia, pastel goth, and royalcore, that's just to name a few. And this is only the first year of releases, so hopefully Mattel will take our feedback and improve just as they did between the first and second waves of these dolls. I mean, look at the big difference. All in all, I highly recommend getting this Frankie. They're beautiful, you get a bunch of accessories and clothes, and the locker is great for storage. So, what do you think of Frankie, Skulltimate Secrets, and Generation 3 so far? Let me know below, and stay tuned for my review of Cleo and Abby.